It's the Texas weather discussion video for Thursday, the 22nd of August. I'm Donovan Neal. Another hot day is expected with high temperatures in the upper 90s, but as advertised, many places won't reach 100-degree mark for a long time. I think yesterday was our last 100-degree day for a while, but we have rain chances returning tomorrow and for parts of the weekend. So here's the upper air map across the nation this morning. You can see we have that upper high basically retracting to the west as it has a little bit of a weakness due to that jet stream pattern dipping down more to the south, which is allowing just a little bit cooler temperatures this morning. Upper 70s and low 80s and mid 80s in Dallas left field, of course. But we won't be quite as hot today as in recent days. Highs will be in the upper 90s, and that'll be the case for a little bit. Across the watch warning map, not much going on. Got a few flood issues for parts of the plain states through parts of the Midwest. Other than that, a couple of heat advisories for a couple of counties in East Texas, extreme East Texas, but other than that, things remain pretty quiet. A marginal risk of severe storms for parts of the eastern Texas Panhandle, through parts of central Oklahoma, through parts of the plains, and all the way to the northeastern United States, and also another marginal risk in the high plains. This is tomorrow. And this is Saturday. Notice how each day we're solidly in the green, which means we'll have a risk of isolated thunderstorms, but no organized severe weather is expected for us. Here's the average rainfall for the next 7 days. Parts of the Central Plains getting pretty wet. Down here, amounts around pretty much most places will receive less than a quarter of an inch of rain for much of North Texas. Anything that we see this weekend and maybe even next week, and we'll talk about that here in a second. And on the tropics, we have Tropical Depression Chantal. That's basically going to do the hokey pokey and then become post-tropical by tomorrow afternoon, and then dissipate by Sunday, maybe even earlier than that at this point. But this other disturbance near the Bahamas, of course, that's an area of concern. It may try to develop throughout the next 5 days. Only has a 20% chance of developing, but if it even develops, it'll be all the way to the northeast, out away from the United States. So the rest of the Atlantic Basin remains quiet. So let's go on to the dailies here. This is the GFS. This is the 06Z run valid this afternoon at 4 o'clock local time. You can see we have that weakness in the ridge down here, and of course we stay dry today. Highs mostly in the upper 90s at this point. Heat indices will still be around the 100-degree range, but it won't be as bad as the past several days. But this is Friday. The surface front moves through here. Highs mostly in the mid to upper 90s. Could see a chance of some evening to overnight showers and storms, mainly isolated in nature. And by Saturday, we'll introduce, and I'd say the best chance of a spot getting wet on Saturday is around 2 to 5 at that point. So highs mostly in the mid 90s by Saturday due to the rain cooled air and clouds and plates. And here's Sunday. Rain's mostly confined to the northeastern corner of the state. Highs mostly in the upper 90s at that point. Still reaching the upper 90s at that point. And here's Monday of next week. Monday most of the state actually stays dry. We'll begin to mention highs near the century mark, but not quite though. Tuesday, we have a surface front that pushes through here. Another chance of scattered showers and storms for much of north central Texas by Tuesday. That surface front pushes through. Highs mostly in the mid 90s. Wednesday, we do clear out. From that again. Highs in the mid 90s. And the week from today, Thursday, the 29th of August, you can see we have that trough near the Great Lakes. And down here, look at that 1024 millibar high. That's basically over the Dakotas. That means cooler, drier air will infiltrate much of the central and southern United States, allowing for cooler air to push into here by Thursday. But here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Sunday, the first day of meteorological fall. You can see we have troughing on top of us, ridging to the west, and down here we have that 1029 high near the Great Lakes, but still affecting us. And you can even see it on the 8 to 14 day outlook. You can see all that blue. That means cooler temperatures on the way. It won't mean temperatures in the upper highs in the upper 70s, but just some cooler temperatures than what we're dealing with right now is on the way. But you can see, and that's reflected on the numbers for the next 15 days, especially as we close August and head into September. Highs will mostly be in the upper 90, upper 80s at that point. Highs will be in the upper 80s at that point, but we'll cool down to the low 90s for a couple of days in August. But as we head towards September, we may even mention lows in the upper 60s if we get cool enough. But you can see, although it feels hot right now, cooler temperatures are indeed on the way. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today, or my notes in the blog. The next video here will be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.